for the Oklahoma City Energy after a quick trip out to the Pacific Northwest against Portland, where they get the victory 4-3 over the Timbers Part 2. It's back home against Salt Lake here at Taft Stadium Saturday night, 7 o'clock kickoff. OKC on a roll right now, unbeaten in their last 7. They tied 4 in a row. Now they've won 3 straight. They're on a roll. They're in second place in the USL West. Things are really going well for the Energy.
I think our chemistry and our confidence is there right now, and playing good soccer and putting the ball in the back of the net, defending as a team, it's what wins you games, and we're doing it right now.
Yeah, the guys have done a tremendous job. You know, they work extremely hard. We turned the log around, and I think we're getting what we deserve at the moment. Last game in Portland, we played some tremendous soccer. We worked extremely hard. It became a little tighter than we hoped in the end of the game, but we found a way to pull it out. So, you know, I'm pleased with the guys' performance. Yes, there's things that could be better, but overall we went to Portland to get 3 points, and we got the job done.
They take on a Salt Lake team last in the Western Conference standings, but if you look at the stats, they have so many one-goal losses that coach and really the rest of the team knows Salt Lake's a team to contend with.
If you analyze a little deeper on Salt Lake, you'll know they lost 11 games, but 9 of those games just by 1 goal. They find a way to be in every game, but you know, it's a very technical team. It's a young team, and you know, they've been a little bit unlucky with the results, but it's a team we got to respect. They tied twice with Sacramento. They beaten Sacramento. They tied with Galaxy, and with they found a way, no matter who they're playing, to be in the game.
And if you want to know the real reason for the recent success of the Oklahoma City Energy, this is information you're only going to get right here on Energy FC TV. Fashion forward Jimmy. His outfit, the same the last 3 games. Will it be the same for a 4th in a row? Only the coach will know.
He's a very superstitious guy. He does what he does, and you know, it's getting us win, so just keep on wearing the same thing, Jimmy.
Yeah, you know, I'm very, very superstitious, and I had the white shirt at the cleaner store yesterday, and I'll pick it up today.
Fashion and soccer news right here on Energy FC TV. Once again, Saturday night, Salt Lake here at Taft Stadium, 7 o'clock. If you need tickets, 235-KICK. Also go to energyfc.com. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and of course, always watch the latest news on Energy FC TV. I'm Brent Skarkey.
And welcome your OKC Energy FC. Let's get up and make some noise! And now, to honor America and the men and women at home and abroad defending our freedom, OKC Energy FC asks that you remain. It's time here at Oklahoma City Energy. Let's make some noise!
This is a Real Monarchs club that's very young, and 9 of their losses have been by 1 goal. I know Jimmy Nilsson's very concerned with that. Energy coming off of a great win last week against Portland. They need to keep up the momentum.
Yeah, I just feel that, to be very honest, the Real Monarchs need to work very hard to get a result here tonight. And on paper, it looks like it should be a victory for Energy, but that's the problem when it should be a victory. They tend to ease off a little bit, and I'm just hoping that they show a lot of endeavour and really do put the effort in, because if they put the effort in, they'll win it.
And tonight they will be without their midfielder, Gareth Evans, who will be sitting tonight due to yellow card accumulation. He received the 5th yellow card last weekend in Portland, so they will not have him tonight. But they will put Michael Thomas back in the midfield where he played all of last year.
Yeah, I mean, I like Michael Thomas as a midfield player.
I know.
I think at times when he goes as a fullback, we get caught with him up the field too far because of his natural attacking ability. So I just feel that really we need him to just sit there and hold like Gareth does. And Gareth does a good job because he doesn't go roaring around all over the field. He lets the ball do the work. And Michael Thomas tends to like to run with it a little bit.
Sure. Michael Thomas will be joined in the middle by with Chewy Sanchez. The other midfielders for the Energy, Casey Townsend and Sebastian Dahlgaard. And, of course, the main threat tonight for the Energy, Danny Koenig, leading the league in 19 goals. He's 1 goal shy of tying the league record set last year by Kevin Molino. This guy's on fire.
Yeah, the lad's on fire. He is. It seems that everything he hits anywhere towards the net, it's the net, you know. Yeah. And that's a great thing to have. I mean, and he's comfortable in and around the box. He's sharp. So, yeah, I mean, he's got to be looking to score again tonight. You know, a hat-trick from last week.
Yeah, the first ever hat-trick in Energy history. Unfortunately, on the road, he's had 4 games this year where he's had 2 goals in a game. We just could not get that 3rd goal here at home. He got it on the road last week in Portland, and what a great victory. They held on 4-3. They were up 4-0 in the first 15 or 20 minutes. I know they scored most of them within 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then the fatal thing is as soon as they came out, and I said all we got to do is 10 minutes, get into the game, and they scored within about 28 seconds.
Yeah.
So then they were on fire, and we were backs against the wall at the end, but we held out and done well.
Well, we are about set to go here from Oklahoma City tonight. Estebano Rosano is our official tonight from Orlando, Florida, and he will get us underway. And here we go with the Energy taking the kickoff to start this beautiful night here in Oklahoma City for USL Soccer. Glad to have you along on YouTube. Those from Salt Lake City watching their club tonight struggled on the road in Tulsa earlier this week, losing to Tulsa by a 5-1 score, and so they're looking to rebound behind head coach Freddie Juarez tonight from the loss in Tulsa. It was 2-1 at halftime, and then Tulsa came out and scored 3 goals second half to win it by a 5-1 final on Thursday night at Driller Stadium in Tulsa. Tonight we're at historic Taft Stadium for those from Salt Lake City, a remodeled stadium that was just finished this year. Actually not completely finished, as we well know. The press box, one of those not finished tonight. Here's a long pass down to the near touchline to Casey Townsend. Townsend looking for someone in the middle, but he will instead go back to Michael Thomas roaming in the midfield. And Thomas comes over to Chewy Sanchez, and a dangerous play back to Cyprian Hedrick, who goes all the way back to Evan Newton, the goalkeeper, coming in second in the league in shutouts. And he has a 1.24 goals against average. Had a great game going on last week until Portland poured 3 goals into that. One right before halftime, and then the second one right after halftime, and allowed 3 goals. But again, the Energy won 4-3.
Yeah, I think tonight, though, we're going to be a little bit struggling for the first 10 minutes because you've got Cody coming back in, you've got Michael Thomas, so you've got 2 players in the back four that haven't played together for a little while, whereas the back four was actually getting quite solid with Michael, Sip,
Van
Campernaul and Juki. So tonight there's 2 changes, so that's going to make a little bit of a difference. There's a difference in the middle of the park where Gareth usually sits. So I think it's going to take him just a minute or 2 to just settle down, but this looks good.
Here's a chance for Danny Koenig, and his chance is broken up by the defense for Salt Lake, who's playing, according to the starting lineup, a 3-6-1, kind of an unusual lineup for Real Salt Lake, although we do expect some of those midfielders to drop back defensively. Although right now, Mo, it looks like they're playing a 3-4-3 or maybe actually the whistle and an offsides flag has been issued. And the restart for the Energy here in their defensive half. So we were talking about the defense for Oklahoma City. 2 players who normally play defense but don't start for the Energy back tonight. Michael Harris and Cody Andrews now in the starting lineup for Michael Thomas, who's now moved up to midfield because of Evans' suspension tonight. And Harris in the lineup for Jacob Van Campernaul, or I should say Cody Andrews in. Jacob was hurt during practice this week and is missing tonight.
Yep. Yeah, and that will make a little bit of a difference for him, just to get used to playing with these, especially the 2 centre-backs, because Sip and Jacob have been exceptionally safe, very safe. You know, when the middle is coming down the middle, you always look like they're going to win it. They're both strong in the air, and they're both big lads.
Here's a chance for Kyle Gregg. Gets back behind the defense, and it's knocked out for a corner kick nicely by Real Monarchs.
Yeah, Kyle looked very sharp there. Just had that touch where he allowed the defender to get his foot above him and knock it out for a corner.
And that was Faneuil Kavita who knocked it out, or Kyle would have had an excellent opportunity for a goal. He's been goal deprived, I guess, the last several games. He comes in with 6 goals tonight. Again, Danny Koenig with 19 goals. And here is Chewy Sanchez with a corner for the Energy. Send it to the top of the 6, bounces off the head of Cyprian Hedrick, and at the goalie, Victor Rodriguez, making only his 2nd appearance of the season tonight, is Rodriguez for Real Monarchs. This is Riley McGovern, one of 3 defensive backs for Real Salt Lake, or Real Monarchs. Here's a dangerous play back to Rodriguez, and he sends it long and brought down off the chest nicely by Christian Duke, who will work the far touchline by himself, trying to get past the defense, looking for a cross and a tackle, and a nice one at that by Boyd Okwananu, and he sends it out for a throw-in for the Energy.
Yeah, if he'd have got past him there, it'd have been at the touchline. It was a good tackle by the lad.
This will be a Michael Harris throw-in. Maybe we'll see the flip throw, although he doesn't have a lot of room to work on the sideline with the advertising boards just behind him. As you see, he will take the direct throw, and it's headed out by Kavita, and it'll be another throw for the Energy.
And we've talked about this, Jack. I don't know why they don't. If they want to use his strength with that flip throw, why don't they move the boards back about a couple of yards? It's our ground. Surely we could do that.
Here is Christian Duke to Sebastian Dahlgaard. Looking for Harris along the touchline, and it comes back to Dahlgaard. And Dahlgaard brings it to the near side to Townsend, and it'll run out of bounds for a goal kick for Real Monarchs, who come in 12th in the Western Conference, last place. Meanwhile, the Energy in second place on a string of 3 victories in a row and unbeaten in their last 7. So playing very well. Pass to midfield. Michael Thomas breaks it up, and now here comes Real Monarchs on the attack. They bring it to the near side. This is McGovern, just outside the box, looking for someone to pass to. Goes back to Alex Sunley, and he sends it to the far touchline. This is a very young Monarchs team. A lot of these players are 21, 22 years old, just fresh out of college.
And normally that is the setup with a new club. They will bring players in from college from the area that they're in.
Here's a long pass down. Monarchs have a chance. Broken up nicely by Christian Duke, although his clear goes off of a Real Monarchs player, and it's out for a throw-in for the Energy. They say it went off of a player in red. Real Monarchs in their red jerseys, blue shorts, and red socks, and the Energy in their traditional home uniforms with the green jerseys, white shorts, and green socks. Energy moving from north to south. No wind really tonight. It's a very unusually calm summer night and somewhat of a cool night. Is it cool, Mo?
Well, I think it's cooler than it normally is. I mean, normally August.
Lower 90s?
Normally August. But I was talking to a lad today at a soccer tournament at the Beat the Heat.
Called Beat the Heat, yeah.
And he was saying, God, it's lovely to be up here. He comes from Dallas, and he said it's been 108 the last week down there. And I know it does get hot. I worked down there for a while. It does get hot in August down there.
Oh, yeah. Here's Danny Koenig. Back to Dahlgaard, and comes all the way back to Christian Duke. Michael Thomas, and they'll lay it all the way back.
Yeah, they're certainly getting players behind the ball, Monarch. Almost 11 players behind the ball most of the time.
Here's a long pass up. Kyle Gregg, and a bad play off the head of McGovern, but the keeper right there, Rodriguez, I think he did not know Rodriguez is right behind him, and he tried to head it back to him, and actually Rodriguez was a step from him.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez never said a word. Communication, it's called.
In the one game that Rodriguez played in, he gave up 3 goals. The Monarchs, there's a foul on the Energy. The Monarchs have used 4 goalkeepers this season. The Energy have used 2, but Ray Clark has only appeared in 1 game. They do have 3 on the roster, but have used, really, Evan Newton's been in all but 1 game, as the Energy let it go out for a throw-in. Here in the 9th minute from Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City. No score early on. Play so far the possession has been mostly Oklahoma City. And now Real comes back to midfield. Up through the middle. Velasco. Ricardo Velasco. Here is Emilio Orozco. And Real Monarchs will send it out just outside the box. Down to the touch. Mikey Oriana. Little 2-on-1 on the far touchline, and it goes out, knocked out by the Energy. It'll be a corner kick for Real Salt Lake. Or I should say Real Monarchs, part of the Salt Lake Farm Club.
Like you were saying, Jack, you know, we've had most of the play, but I really sometimes think that's a false sense of security, because now they're starting to push on and they're getting in behind us over the last 2 or 3 minutes. And it's always the times it's happened where we're on top, and they break away and score. Here's the corner. And
And it's headed out by Michael Thomas. Sent back in. And the Energy's able to head it out. Danny Koenig gives chase. And a tackle, and that's going to be a foul called against the Real Monarchs. Jimmy Nilsson wants a yellow card, so does Danny Koenig. Not sure they're going to get it this early on in the match, although it would be warranted if he were to bring it out. The foul was committed by Riley McGovern, and he's going to get a stern warning and no yellow card.
I think he's right, actually, because once you start putting yellow cards out, and what are you, like 10 minutes into the game, it sets a pattern. And if you remember, we commented last week that the referee did very well. He talked to the players and he got them settled down. And I don't think he gave a card until late into the second half, which you know, sometimes there are tackles that you think, oh, that's a bit wicked. But most tackles are, the guy's a little bit late and he's just, the other fella's quicker than him, you know.
Here's a pass into the box, and no one there for the Energy, and so it'll be taken by the keeper, Victor Rodriguez. Although it could have been warranted either way, Mo, you know. He pulls out the yellow. I'm sure no one complains. He doesn't pull out the yellow, no one complains. Well, except for Jimmy, who's, I guess, the big news here is Jimmy Nilsson wearing the same thing he's worn for the last 3 games.
He said that he's changing his dress pattern. Or he's got a good contract with a tailor.
Yes. The same shirt, I guess it is. He's very superstitious. And so he wanted to wear the same shirt that he's worn the last 3 games. Victories of 3-0, 2-0, and 4-3 last weekend in Portland. Here is Chuy Sanchez. Koenig, or this is Dahlgaard, has a little bit of room, tried to split 2 and got it taken away. Nice defense that time by Lucas Baldin. And now Real Salt Lake has a chance, and it's taken away nicely by
Michael Harris.
Michael Harris, yes. Good crowd here tonight, this Saturday night here in Oklahoma City, still making their way into the stadium. Energy looking to go across midfield. Here they come. Looking for Koenig, and he was not there. And it goes back to Rodriguez again here in the 13th minute.
I don't know what he was looking at there, Chuy. I think he thought Koenig was on a motorbike.
McGovern to midfield. Baldin has it, and he goes into the middle to Celestino. Kyle Gregg, a little late tackle from behind. No foul called. We're going to play on. And Real Monarchs really trying to play possession now.
And doing very well at it.
Playing keep away. Goes down to the corner to Oriana. Into the box, takes a left-footed shot right at Evan Newton with the shoelace save. Quickly out to Casey Townsend, who has a lot of room in front of him. He will slow it up. And here is Michael Harris. Hedrick goes long, looking for Koenig, who was offsides and couldn't play it. And it's out for another throw-in for the Energy. Danny Koenig, obviously named the Player of the Week in USL. Here's a chance, and it's knocked out by Real Monarchs again for his hat-trick performance in Portland last week. Hat-trick coming in the first half, Mo.
Yep, a superb one as well.
I turned on the game, and I was a few minutes late turning it on because I had something going on, and all of a sudden we're up, and I'm like, 4-0, what?
Yeah.
Michael Harris Getting some directions from his head coach, and now he's going to try the flip throw. Sends it into the top of the 6. It bounces on the ground off of someone's shoulder. And Rodriguez there. Long pass down, looking for Emery Welshman, the lone forward for the Real Monarchs. Welshman with 3 goals in 12 games. And a through pass goes all the way through to Evan Newton. Last home loss for Oklahoma City back on April 25th against St. Louis. Kyle Gregg gets it tackled away from him. And he comes in with a late tackle on Celestino.
See, that was frustration over the first foul. I mean, he's got done and didn't get the kick, and so he's lost his head and retaliated.
Celestino is still down on the ground. The referee wants to chat with Kyle Gregg.
He was he play acted there, but
and the referee having words with Kyle Gregg right now.
See, to me, Jack, that was 2 bookings. The first one and the second one.
Yeah.
They were both bookings. And he hasn't gone them, so he's setting a pattern now that it doesn't look like he's going to. He's going to keep the yellow card in his pocket, which now, as you say, maybe is not such a wonderful idea.
And the thing you got to look at, Mo, is both tackles. One on here against the Energy was right in front of the bench, and this one almost in front of the bench, a few yards away by Kyle Gregg. But still, you're right. Both of them could have warranted a yellow.
Yep.
But Esteban Rosano decided to just issue a stern warning, and here's a whistle and a foul against Michael Harris as Ricardo Velasco tried to go through him. And so it'll be a free kick for the Real Monarchs from the near touchline, about 35 yards out. This will be taken by Velasco. Also in the area is Lucas Baldin, and now Baldin will go down to the near touchline. And here it is, sent in and headed out by Michael Thomas, the captain of this Energy squad, second-year player. And a long pass into the box, and on a bounce, there's Evan Newton, who will quickly dish it out. Far touchline, Christian Duke looking up to Kyle Gregg, and it's over his head and headed out by the Real Monarch defense. Long pass down. Here's an opportunity. Sent across and knocked out nicely by Christian Duke. They get it back and knocked out again. Okwanu. And the Real Monarchs will set up again right at midfield. Comes back to the middle to Sunley. Mo, they do, Real Salt Lake, I'll call them Real Salt Lake, Real Monarchs do a good job at possession, but then when they get down into their offensive third, it seems there's where their trouble lies.
Well, I was just thinking the same thing, Jack. They've had a fair amount of play, but they haven't had a shot yet. And I think we're basically the same. I mean, when we get it and we keep possession, I can't remember us having a shot in 20 minutes, either side. And you're right, they do keep possession well, and if it needs to go going back, they go back. But again, I still think that if you're going to go for a goal, you've got to go for a goal.
20th minute here in Oklahoma City, no score. Over Kyle Gregg's head. Kyle Gregg really getting frustrated, Mo.
Yeah, he is. I just noticed that myself.
Michael Harris on the defense, and he lets it run across the goal line. Nice defense that time. Nice shoulder charge.
Did very well.
takes over possession, let it run out for a goal kick. Again, Gareth Evans not in the lineup tonight, sitting on yellow card accumulation suspension with 5. Picked up the 5th one late in the game in Portland. Here's the goal kick by Newton. Koenig flicks it on. Harris finds Dahlgaard. And now back to Duke. Cody Andrews right there making his 10th start in 12 appearances. And it's knocked out for a throw-in for Energy FC. Energy will be off next weekend, Mo, before they come back home to take on the Austin Aztecs. And 3 of their final 4 games on the road. So it'll be interesting to see if the Energy could stay in one of these top 2 spots down the stretch.
Yeah, they've got 3 home games left, haven't they? This one, Aztecs, and the
Colorado Springs.
Yeah, Colorado. That could be a real battle.
That'll be a good one. Yeah. In fact, depending on the way the next couple games go, that could be a game to see determine first place or a good playoff, maybe home field in the first round. Yeah.
Sure.
Or second round, I should say. First, I think the top 2 teams get a bye the first round, if I remember right. Here's Casey Townsend. Double team deep into the corner. And it goes off of the Real Monarchs for a corner kick for Oklahoma City. Sanchez will take the corner, appearing in his 19th game for the Energy. And he sends it deep, and it's headed out by Real Monarchs, but a foul is going to occur against Oklahoma City, so the Monarchs will have it coming out.
Really is a little bit of a non-event, isn't it? It seems like both sides are quite happy to just play for a draw. No one seems to have that little thrive, a little bit of extra.
And having talked to Jimmy Nelson before the game, Mo, he was a little concerned that his players might see the Real Monarchs record and come in not as high as they would against a team who's in the top 6, I guess.
Well, like they did against Galaxy, they played out of their skin. Like they did against, they play against the better sides, they play better. And I think they do tend to be a bit of a psychological wall where they say, oh, yeah, we're playing Monarchs.
Yeah,
and that don't work because all sides can win a game.
Oh, yeah, it's proven no doubt about it. In fact, like we talked about, the Monarchs have lost 9 of their 12 losses by 1 goal. So they're in every game almost, except for Thursday night in Tulsa. And they were in it after the first half was over. 2-1 was the score. And then, of course, Tulsa came out and scored 3 goals. Here's Christian Duke, far touchline. And the Energy will bring it all the way over for just a brief moment. And the pass down the field stolen by Real Monarchs. Cody Andrews with a header. And now here's Riley McGovern again. Mo, with 6 midfielders, could that play a factor in how the Energy are not getting a lot of chances early on, or?
Well, I think they're stifling the midfield, Monarchs. That's for sure. They're stopping them. They're stopping them come forward, and they're shutting them down early, so that when they do play a long ball, they're playing it into the back 3. If you look, those 3 haven't moved all the game. They just stay right across the back of the park. And then, yeah, you're right. I think they are playing 6 across the middle of the park.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, they are stifling them. But we've got to play over the top of them and get 2 or 3 players in against the 3 players at the back.
Here's a chance. Looking for a shot. Top of the box. Welshman did not turn on it. And the Monarchs will work that far touchline all the way back.
Carl Gregg's getting very frustrated out there.
Long pass down to McGovern just outside the box. Brings it down off his chest. Michael Harris on the defense, and it's knocked out for a corner kick. Admiral, the official sportswear supplier of OKC Energy FC in 2015. Wearing their Admiral green tonight. Third corner kick of the night for the Real Monarchs. The Energy giving up 116 corner kicks on the season. By far one of the tops in the league. A couple of players shoulder to shoulder. Corner kick on the ground. Shot taken. Knocked away. Cleared all the way back. And now Koenig by himself. Defensive mistake by the Real Monarchs. And is out for a throw-in for Oklahoma City.
A little fight for the ball.
And that was Faniel Kavita. Kyle Gregg trying to flick on to Cody Andrews. And Cody can't bring it down. And it's cleared out to Michael Harris. Here is Michael Thomas, so far kind of quiet so far. Here's a flick on. Kyle Gregg looking for a chance, and it's cleared out by Orozco. It'll be a throw in Oklahoma City, far side of the field. Here at the 28th minute.
That was a decent header there by Koenig. He tried to flick it on to Kyle. Just couldn't get to it, and the defender knocked it out. But yeah, that's about our best attack so far. We really haven't looked like we're going to score.
Michael Harris to take the throw. And no one there for Oklahoma City, and it's cleared out by Real Monarchs. Knocked down in the corner. Michael Thomas gives chase. Sends it back. And here's a cross into the box, and it's headed. Casey Townsend sends it back in. Kyle Gray with a shot, and it's knocked down. Nice defense that time by the Real Monarchs.
Sip did very well there.
Hedrick to Michael Thomas. And it's knocked out by Celestino. You would think you would see the flip throw here, Mo.
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to.
And here it is to the middle of the box, and it's headed out. Welshman has it taken away, and Hedrick lets it fly over his head for a throw-in. Last game here at home against the LA Galaxy 2, of course, that big victory, 2-0. Last two home victories against Arizona and the Los Angeles Galaxy. The Energy have not given up a goal, 3-0 and 2-0. Last goal at home was the Tulsa Roughnecks when they scored a goal in a 1-1 draw. Cleared out by Hedrick. And Koenig let it go. And Michael Thomas heads it up. Townsend now looking for Michael Harris. And the Energy will play it all the way back.
We don't seem to be getting anywhere fast, do we?
Kyle Gregg takes it away, but knocked it too hard, and it's a throw-in for the Real Monarchs.
I'm not a great believer of Delgado when he runs with the ball, but I think the 2 times we've looked dangerous is when he's actually got it and run at people. I think he's got to start running at people because he is very, very skillful.
Michael Harris now near touchline. And it's knocked out. It'll be a throw-in for the Real Monarchs. As they say, it went off of the shin of Michael Harris. Hedrick got away with a push. No, he did not. Hedrick in the back of Welshman, and he got that call.
I can't believe that Sip's just saying why.
That was
he
an
knows
easy
why.
one.
He knows why.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah.
Next home game, Saturday, August 29th, 7 o'clock here at Taft Stadium against the Austin Aztecs. Last time Austin was here on May 31st, the Energy won 1-0. Aztecs sitting in 11th in the league. So first-year club. Right now, the top 6 in the Western Conference look like this. Colorado Springs, the Energy, Seattle Sounders, and LA Galaxy 2 next with 36 points. And then the Roughnecks at 35 points and the Orange County Blues at 33. One team I did not mention, Mo, who, well, actually 2 teams tied with 33 points. Sacramento.
Yeah.
The defending USL champions.
And they're going through a little bit of a change because Preki
is no longer the head coach,
there,
yes.
Paul Buckle, who used to play at Brentford with my son, would you believe?
Really?
Yeah. He's quite a good friend of his.
Here's Casey Townsend, and his cross is knocked out for a throw-in. And Sacramento doesn't come here any longer.
Yeah, I know. So. He asked me that question.
Yeah.
He said, I'd like to come and see Paul. I said, we've already had him here, and I think we played there, so he's out of luck, unless he flies to Seattle.
Here's Michael Harris in the throw. Top of the 6, Kyle Gregg heads it, and it is off of an Energy player, so that'll be a throw-in for the Real Monarchs. Nike is a proud sponsor of USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. 33rd minute, no score. Energy FC and Real Monarchs. Ball is out off of red, and so it'll be an Energy throw-in. Just in front of the grid, who's sitting, the fan club for the Energy, sitting on that far stands. Taken away, cleared out by Real Salt Lake, or Real Monarchs. Real Salt Lake flows better off the tongue than Real Monarchs.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Sorry about that. Here is Cyprian Hedrick. Michael Thomas working against Emery Welshman. Long pass up to Kunik, turns on the Jets, and taken over by Kavita and off of Kunik for a throw. Sanchez.
They certainly get numbers round the ball, don't they, Monarch?
Pass up to Welshman, too far. Michael Thomas comes back. Looked ugly, but 2 players just ran into each other, and it'll be a throw-in for Oklahoma City. A whistle on a foul called against the Monarchs. It'll be a free kick for Oklahoma City just outside the box. This will be taken by Sanchez. As you guys can probably hear, we are sitting, since the press box is not finished here, we are sitting out with the fans on the top row, and they've been given some type of, what are those?
Musical
instruments, yes. Similar to a vuvuzela.
I think
that made the South African World Cup. Here's a header, and it's off of the Energy. It'll be a goal kick for the Real Monarchs.
Bit unlucky there, Carl Gregg. Just grazed off his head.
36th minute. Still no score. Energy already starting to complain to the referee about the amount of time that the keeper, Victor Rodriguez, takes on goal kicks. And I'm sure they'll take plenty of time, maybe looking for a tie. And here's the ball off of Hedrick's head. It'll be a throw-in for the Real Monarchs. It's somewhat unusual to see a team kind of not waste time, but take their time this early on in the game.
In the game, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and it is frustrating. You know, because there's nothing you can do. The ball's down for a goal kick, and the guy's fannying around over there.
Yeah.
You know, and you want to say to him, "Come on, hurry up!" And the referee's not doing anything to speed him up.
And normally they won't in the first half unless it's very obvious. Triple teamed, Welshman was, and it's off of Welshman. It'll be a goal kick for Oklahoma City. What could you do with more energy, more strength, more health? Mercy can help you do more of what you love. Go to mercy.net/performance to learn how. Mercy, the official medical provider of Energy FC. Jack Admiral Mo Bourne from Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City. Coming up on the 38th minute. No score between these two clubs. Energy could take over first briefly with a victory, and Kyle Gregg gets the whistle.
You would think with that incentive there'd be a little bit more drive in the side. I don't see there's a great amount of drive in the side. We don't seem to be putting that little bit of extra in that we usually do put in.
Pass across, cleared out. Daugard. Sanchez off of his heel. Here's a chance. Player goes down, no foul, or was there a foul?
It's certainly a throw.
So the ball's out for a throw, and you're right, Mo. This throw will occur from about 40 yards up. And this is what you're missing, Mo, on these long throws is really the center point guy in the middle was Gareth Evans.
Yeah.
And now you're putting Cody Andrews in the middle. Ball is loose in the box, cleared out. Headed straight up. And a host of players, and Koenig is going to be called for a foul as he went into the back of Celestino. And it'll be a free kick for the Real Monarchs. Well, since Gareth is out, Mo, we can talk about it. Last weekend, notched up a milestone, 10,000 career minutes in USL action.
Quite and everyone deserved.
Yes, no doubt.
He's a workhorse.
Hard-earned, hard-earned, and one of the hardest workers I've seen.
Me too.
Very emotional player, of course.
Yep.
Here is Harris with the flick throw down, and it's brought down off the chest of Orozco. And here's a chance for Daugard. He gets away, looking for the breakaway against the keeper. And the ball is out off of the Energy for a goal kick. And here comes a player screaming all the way in. This is Baldine. I'm not sure what he wanted.
What's he complaining
I have no idea what he's complaining about.
The referees give a goal kick when I thought it was a corner. He's missed the penalty if it was a penalty. And that guy's run 50 yards to say something to him. What is he, a screwball?
Unless he was asking for simulation, which is, why are you sprinting 50 yards to ask for a dive? But that's the only thing I could think of, Mo.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, I never even gave that a thought.
Yeah.
But why would he run 50 yards to say it?
It definitely wasn't simulation.
No.
Referee was right there to call the goal kick. So
obviously, Jimmy seems to feel the same as we do. I don't think it was simulation. I thought it was a contact.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was not simulation. And Koenig gets away with one.
Yeah, see, that was a foul.
And now he's the second one he gets called for. Here's the problem, Mo. Right now, you got to keep Kyle Gregg and Danny Koenig mentally into it. They're getting frustrated.
Yeah, they are.
And some of it rightly so, some of it not. But still, whether it be rightly so or not, you got to keep your head.
And they're going to start giving silly free kicks and get booked.
Yes.
And we don't need that. We need them both in the side.
Right now, Danny Koenig sitting on 3 yellows. Here's a nice pass and cleared out, punched out by Evan Newton nicely. Dogard gets tackled, and a whistle and a foul. Or actually, is that a throw-in?
It's got to be a foul. There's two of them sandwiched him. Did you give a throw-in? Or
there is a throw-in, yes.
Unbelievable. I'd like to go and ask the referee assessor who's just up the road there from us what he thought of that. I really would. Because does he give the free kick or a throw-in? Just give a throw. Oh. What's the lad doing?
There's a player down on the ground. Yeah, there's a player down on the ground for Real Monarchs. And this is Celestino, and they're going to bring the trainer out for the Real Monarchs. And I doubt if Celestino can continue because it looks like they're going to make the substitution for him. Not sure if that occurred whenever he got hit in the back by Koenig. And this will be Tyler Arnon, who is getting ready to check into the game.
Who's the fourth official, Jack? Do you know?
Micah Sheff.
He's getting some grief from both sides. His ears must be like Dumbo's.
So Celestino is up, and let's see if they make that substitution. It looks like they're going to, and they will. So Arnon comes into the game. Celestino will leave in the 43rd minute.
What number is he? 6?
Number 5. I'm not sure what's hurt on him, Mo.
No.
But he definitely doesn't look like he's 100%, obviously. So here we are back to action. The throw-in now for Oklahoma City, and headed out again for another throw-in. And they continue to check Celestino on the near sideline.
That's a good ball down the line. But they double-teamed him again. See, to me, that was dangerous kicking there. Guy's got his foot round by the guy, whoever it was, his neck.
And it's knocked out for a goal kick. Coming up on the midway point of this match. So we'll have 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time. And here's Victor Rodriguez with the goal kick. Headed off of the referee and right to Velasco. Outside, here's Welshman, and Welshman's going to get a corner kick off of Michael Harris. Michael Harris playing well defensively, although he's given up a couple corner kicks tonight, Mo, but you can't complain about the way he's playing defensively.
No, he's doing very well, considering he's just come in again, and I thought he's done all right. The thing is with Michael is that he is a defender, when we play, and I say Michael Thomas gets caught up the line sometimes, but he does add a little bit more flavour to the attack. Whereas Michael Harris don't. He sits there and he's very definitely a defender.
Here's a shot taken by Real Monarchs, and it's over the post for a goal kick. We will have 3 minutes of stoppage time here in the first half. A little bit of a chippy first half. Energy with a couple of chances. That was the first shot on goal. Actually, second shot on goal by the Real Monarchs. Koenig is going to be whistled for a foul, as he was not even looking at the ball when he went into the player, and we'll get either a yellow card or a stern talking to by the referee, and this will be a talking to.
I think he's done some talking to, hasn't he? I'm just wondering what that lad at the end thinks.
So it'll be a free kick for Real Monarchs. Well, at halftime, what do you say to your team if you're Jimmy Nelson? You got to settle the guys up front down, right?
Yeah, you certainly got to settle them two down because they're both getting very irritated. The time wasting factor, the physical ability that the other players have, the physical attributes that they're putting onto them is beyond, I think, fairness. I think that they're coming in, they're hitting them in the back, and they're getting frustrated with it because the referee's not doing anything. Like there. I mean, that's a foul in the back. And he holds his arms up as though he don't know what he's doing. Of course he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing it, and he's doing it more. And Koenig and Carl Gregg are getting annoyed about it because that's about one of the first instances that he's actually said something to him.
Yes. So Chuy Sanchez will take the free kick. He actually got the foul called. And so Sanchez will take the free kick from the right side.
We need a goal now. Be nice to go in with a goal.
Bends it in there. Hedrick just misses to the near post.
That was a good free kick. Back of the post, back 6-yard box. Hedrick coming in, and he's very powerful. Must have missed by...
Best opportunity of the night by either squad, and Hedrick almost picked up his first goal.
And it was a free header. I mean, he didn't have
wide
anyone
open,
challenge.
No one on the backside
no.
defensively for the Real Monarchs.
I love free kicks at the back of the 6-yard box with the guy running in.
About 30 seconds left here in the first half. Header by McGovern, and Harris will let it run out. Quick throw by Harris, way up into the air. Koenig tries to get it to Gregg, and he just missed. Gregg was hit in the face accidentally. Here's Casey Townsend. Townsend tries to send it across, and no one there. Gregg slow in getting up, and I believe he connected with the arm of the defensive player.
And Carl's one of them lads that doesn't sham.
And there is the final whistle here in the first half. A couple of chances by the Energy, a few by the Real Monarchs, and at halftime, we are at a 0-0 draw, Mo.
Yeah, I think that we've. Jimmy's not going to be very happy with that performance. I thought it was lackluster.
We have some different faces in the starting lineup.
We've had three
Keep
great
the ball
victories.
on the opposing side. How do you feel about the first half?
Well, I don't care what lineup
and I just thought
we're
today we just looked very, very ordinary. Very ordinary.
To second half.
All right, we're at halftime here in Oklahoma City. Energy and
more
the Real
intensity on
Monarchs
offense, better defense. What's going on?
0 here tonight.
No rhythm,
So we will take a break and come back with a second half.
That's got to change in the second half if we want 3 points.
All right, let's change things. See you. Back up to you guys.
All right, Energy fans, here we go. Let's win some money tonight. Actually, it's not money. It's some Beats by Dre headphones. All you have to do is text Lotto PK to 44622, and some Beats by Dre headphones could be yours tonight, courtesy of the Oklahoma Lottery. That is Lotto PK to 44622, and you could be a winner tonight from the Oklahoma Lottery. Get your mobile phone out. Get to texting. It's Lotto PK to 44622. And now one of my favorite times of the night. It is time for the soccer ball free-for-all, courtesy of the Oklahoma Lottery. So get on your feet, ladies and gentlemen, and get ready to catch a soccer ball. You got to show them where you want them to shoot it, everybody. Get up on your feet. If you get a number 9 in your hands, you are a winner tonight here at Taft Stadium. Number 9, you are a winner. Go ahead and bring that ball down to the northeast corner of the stadium at the Oklahoma Lottery trailer to claim your prize pack. Number 9, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have number 9. Number 9 is the winner tonight. Heads up, people. They're coming at you. We still got a few more. Be ready. We got any winners out there?
Soccer fans, please pay attention to the video board on the north end of the stadium as we welcome our groups to historic Taft Stadium. OKC Energy would like to thank all of tonight's Give Back to the Future sponsors and the groups that have generously provided tickets to this evening's match. For more information on how you can help give back to the future, call the Energy FC offices at 235-KICK. Energy fans, join us for our next match, Saturday, August the 29th at 7 o'clock p.m. as your OKC Energy FC take on the Austin Aztecs right here at the historic Taft Stadium. To purchase tickets, call 235-KICK or visit us online at energyfc.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to the south end of the field as we throw it down to the one and only Billy J. Walton.
All right, Energy fans, we have the Chick-fil-A power shot ready. Ben Moore is going to do his best to put the ball right through the O and win himself some Chick-fil-A for a year. Ben Moore, are you ready, sir? Energy fans, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go, Ben! Oh, that's as close. There it is! No more, Ben. I'm calling it. That's it. Ben Moore, ladies and gentlemen, is winning Chick-fil-A for a year, courtesy of our friends at Chick-fil-A. Not only that, Ben will have to spend some extra time tonight with featured player of the game. Congratulations, Ben, and thank you.
Scores, stats, news, and a lot more exclusively on USLsoccer.com. Now let's throw it down to our man Billy Walton again. It's the halftime relay event. Billy, it's all yours, bud.
All right, Energy fans, we've had a relay race already this year, and it was a lot of fun. But I thought, what can we do to make it just a little bit more exciting? So the first few legs are going to be the same. People are going to run out the outside of the field, pass the balls off just like a baton in a relay race until they get to the southwest corner of the stadium. That's where things get a little weird. Those gentlemen are going to go straight to the center of the 18-yard box on the south end, hand off to their buddies there, who are then going to run down and tap these nice bubble people to let them know it's their turn. After the bubble people take over, they're going to go for this one ball right in the center. When it gets to the bubble people, it is no holds barred. Leave the blood on the floor. We're going to get something tonight. Relay racers, are you ready? Energy fans, are you ready? This is going to be fun. 1, 2, 3, go! Somebody's obviously a better dribbler than the other one here. And here we go. He tried to do it with the scarf, looking fancy. Errant passes by both team members here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Oh! The Gatorade bottles are part of the field. It's just like any other sport. Here we go. We're going to the bubble soccer handoff here. This may be too easy. They're going to walk it in. Hey, other bubble soccer person, just go get him. And we're too late. Well, that was all right. We're going to tweak it a little bit more. We'll have a little bit more fun next time. But Energy fans, that's what I'm talking about right there. All right, Energy fans, thank you very much. We need your energy in the second half. So get up, get loud, and let's hear it for the boys in the second half. Come on.
Oklahoma's next millionaire could be in this crowd tonight. Do you want to be Oklahoma's next millionaire? For just $1 or $2, you could win big. Don't forget to pick up a Powerball or Mega Millions ticket at the Oklahoma Lottery trailer tonight. It's in the northwest corner. Go get one, and good luck from Energy FC. Attention Energy FC fans, please direct your attention to the northeast corner of the field to the Energy FC Reward Zone presented by Buffalo Wild Wings on Northwest Expressway. The lucky fans sitting in this area won 2 field level tickets, free drinks and free yummy wings in the exclusive section. If you would like a chance to win tickets in the Energy FC Reward Zone, go to Buffalo Wild Wings on Northwest Expressway for your chance to win. Buffalo Wild Wings on Northwest Expressway, proud presenting sponsors of Energy FC and the Reward Zone. It's time for the Oklahoma section of the game. If you're in section 15, check under your seat to see if you won the golden ticket. If you do, you just won an Energy autographed jersey and a ball. Head on over to the fan services table to claim your prize. Everyone else in section 15, you'll receive a great subscription offer to the Oklahoman. Energy FC representatives will be distributing those out to you right now, courtesy of the Oklahoman. Many thanks, the Oklahoman. Got to go ahead and look under your seat, though. Section 15, come on, it's action time. Pucker 'em up, Energy fans. Look at the big screen. It's time for the Love's Kiss Cam. Excuse me, sir. She'd like a kiss. We like the way you're waving your hand, but you're supposed to use your lips. Young man.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We are getting ready for second half action between Real Monarchs, Real Salt Lake against Energy FC. In a 0-0 game so far here in the first half. The Energy looking to
Excuse me, ma'am. We can
get
read
3
your
more
text.
points and
It
win their
says
4th
kiss
consecutive victory and move ahead for the
Well
moment
ducked, sir. Well ducked.
into first place in the Western Conference over the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
We got a time for a couple
who
more.
will be
so get
here
those
in Oklahoma
lips
City,
ready.
September 12th, in the final
that's
regular
a friendly
season home
face.
game of the year. The Real Monarchs will have the
Loves
second half
Kiss Cam,
kickoff.
bringing love to town.
Both teams finally making their way out onto the field. Jimmy Nelson slow in coming out. His team finally here. The key thing here in the second half will be for the Energy to keep calm down here. Kyle Gregg and Danny Koenig up front. And so we are about set to go here at second half. Jack Damero, Mo Borum from Oklahoma City. Glad to have you along tonight. Those watching from Utah. Their club, the Real Monarchs, looking for their first road victory of the season. 0-9-2 away from Rio Tinto. And we are set to go here in the second half. Fireworks underway, and we'll see if we have, Mo, any fireworks here in the second half. Second half really doomed the Real Monarchs in Tulsa Thursday night, giving up 3 goals. And here is Kyle Gregg quickly with the header down to Danny Koenig, but is cleared out for a throw-in.
We'll see whether Jimmy's told them that they need to put some urgency into the game, which I'm sure he has.
Throw-in comes into the box to Kyle Gregg, and a player goes down. Chewy Sanchez ran up the back of a player, and so he's called for the foul, and the whistle will come out, or the play will come out. No substitutions here at halftime for either squad, although the Monarchs have used 1 substitution. Tyler Arnon came into the game, replacing an injured Celestino. Glad to see 4 coaches along the bench for Oklahoma City. Chris Spindler back in the Energy green and blue as one of the assistant coaches. Had a chance to chat with him earlier this week and saw him last night in Stillwater at the Oklahoma State women's soccer game as they took on SMU from Dallas in an exhibition college game that the college season finally underway. My busy time of year, Mo.
Yep, was you refereeing?
I was. Not in the middle. I was 4th official, but 1-1 draw between OSU and SMU. Cowgirls, one of the prominent college programs, or they have been in the past. Struggled a bit last year, but hopefully Colin Carmichael can turn that program around and get back to where they were.
Who's the assistant coach there?
Justin Elkington.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Former coach out of the Tulsa club scene.
I know Justin, yeah.
Chris Spinlove used to be an assistant coach with OSU, and
Yep.
before he took this position. Kind of some sloppy play here to start the second half.
Yeah, mind you, they're a little bit niggly, aren't they? This team, they like there. They kick
little
off.
chip,
I mean, Michael's saying, after the ball, they're like little kicks and annoying stuff.
Well, it happened to Christian Duke twice, and then to Michael Thomas, and we'll see at what point the referee decides to take care of it. And now the play goes back to the keeper, Victor Rodriguez, who plays it down to his feet and waits for Danny Koenig to come play it. And so
I take it that the 6-second rule is still on with goalkeepers.
It is, but that's really a gray area, Mo. When, and here's what frustrates me as a referee, and it just actually it makes me allow the keeper to keep it more. When a keeper picks it up, yes, he's got 6 seconds technically from the time he picks it up to play the ball.
Yeah.
But no referee starts counting at the exact time a keeper picks it up. But you have players out there saying 1, 2, 3, and they start counting for you.
Yeah.
And I'll tell a player, 1, that's dissent, because you're telling the referee how to ref, correct?
Yeah.
It's dissent, so they could get carded for it, although that'd be a dumb yellow card.
Yeah.
And 2, it just makes me, being 46 years old and having ref for 15, 16 years, to let the keeper play it out of his hand. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to tell me how to ref the game by just counting 6 seconds. And here's a trip at midfield on Sanchez wanted a foul, but he won't get it. Now the Real Monarchs trying to come offensively. Energy get back defensively nicely. Sunley in the middle of the field, splits two. And Welshman was there, but he couldn't reach it. So, yeah, but that's one of the rules, and there's a new offsides rule as well in soccer that's really might create a lot of uncertainty as when a player is offsides and when they're not offsides, especially in the college game. Following U.S. Soccer's role of changing the offsides a little bit to possibly get more offensive involvement in the game. So a player that might have been offsides before may not now. Mm-hmm. And it goes to how a defensive player, if they go to play it and they misplay it, and that player's offsides. Before, if it was misplayed, he's offsides. Well, now he's onside. So if the player makes an attempt on the ball, the player's onside. And it could open up the game, but I'm unsure how it's going to work. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Yeah, they keep changing a few of the laws, don't they?
Long pass down, headed down by Real Monarchs. And here is Cody Andrews looking for Sanchez, and it comes back. You still don't see I'll use the term energy, Mo. You still don't see the energy that you need to see from this club, who's in second place fighting for a top spot in the Western Conference. And here's a nice tackle by by Christian Duke, and he's called for a foul.
See, I thought that was a perfectly good tackle. I don't see what he saw there or how he saw it. In fact, I think the referee's poor. I do. I think he's had a bad game. I wonder if he knows that there's an assessor.
Oh, yeah. He knows. The assessor walked around with him before the game and stuff like that. So, yeah, you definitely know. So, here's the free kick for the Real Monarchs to be taken by Baldine. Sends it to the top of the six, headed up and over the post. And so it'll be a goal kick for the Energy. Eat, drink, and play at Kickapoo Casino, Hara and Shawnee. 2 locations just 30 minutes east of Oklahoma City. Kickapoo Casino, get rewarded. 52nd minute from Taft Stadium, no score. Neither team really threatening here in the first 6 minutes of the second half.
They look like they're putting a sub in, at least one.
Here's a flick on by Koenig. Kyle Gregg with an opportunity. Missed it by a little bit. Danny Koenig with a chance, and he makes him play it back to the keeper, who can only play it out for a throw-in for the Energy. Dahlgard sends it to the top. A shot taken and knocked down. Townsend on the shot. Christian Duke near touchline. Looking to Sanchez, and it's taken away and knocked off of Sanchez for a throw-in deep down into the corner for the Real Monarchs, and it will be Peter Toth who's getting ready to check in, possibly.
Looks like 2.
Michael Thomas heads it up. Comes back to Duke. Just outside the box, and his cross is cleared out for a corner kick. So the Energy will bring in Peter Toth. And Michael Bizkoff has his jersey on. So it looks like they're going to make a couple of substitutions, possibly. So here is Sanchez on the corner. To the far post, headed down and off of the Real Monarchs for another corner kick. Michael Thomas. Was that Thomas or Koenig on the backside?
I think it was Koenig.
Koenig, yes. They will wait on the substitution, not on this corner. Sanchez on the corner again. Kyle Gregg and headed up and crossed over the bar. Koenig was there, and he could not get the header down. And it'll be a goal kick for the Real Monarchs as Toth will check into the game for Oklahoma City. And who will he replace, Mo?
I think that they'll be taking off midfield
Chewy,
player,
yep.
Chewy, and they'll take off Carl Gregg. That would be my guess.
So Biscoff will come into the game as well.
If Biscoff is coming on, I'm thinking he's taking off Michael.
He's taken off Harris?
Yeah, Michael Harris. That's a surprise.
So Biscoff.
Oh,
So they're moving
Thomas
Michael
back.
Thomas back.
Yeah,
Yes,
right
Michael
back.
Thomas goes back to defense. And Toth and Biscoff will now patrol the middle.
Yep.
With Sebastian Dahlgaard and Casey Townsend. Rodriguez clears it out. Interesting move, Mo.
Yeah, he's taken both midfield players off or out of the game and replaced them with two completely new ones, Toth and Disco. This is interesting.
Duke is called for the foul. Peter Toth making his 15th appearance this season. Hedrick with a header out. Throw in for Real Monarchs. Michael Biscoff making his 10th appearance as the ball carries out for a throw in at midfield or near midfield for Oklahoma City. 56th minute. This could be a 1-0 score, Mo. Neither team threatening.
I see it being a 0-0 draw.
Or a 0-0 draw, yeah.
I mean, I don't think either sides look like they've really looked dangerous. They certainly haven't created very much, for themselves. It's been a mistake or...
Throw in, knocked out by Hedrick again. Gives another throw into the Real Monarchs. Energy unbeaten in their last 7. Victory is over Arizona. And here's a whistle and a foul. And a player remains down.
Their body checking is woeful.
And they will bring a player back. And a yellow card will come out.
At last.
This will be a yellow card against Riley McGovern.
He's been bordering it for the best part of the game, McGovern.
First yellow card issued tonight. And the Energy put it back into the play. And there's an example of really mentally maybe not 100% into it, Mo. Christian Duke lets it run under his foot on an easy trap.
Yeah, that shouldn't be. Duke's first touch is brilliant, and
yes.
That's just concentration.
Nice double team by the Energy. Duke gets tripped up again. Kyle Gregg with a chance. Comes to the near touchline to Duke. Sends it across, and it's too hard, and no one's there. But cleared out by the Real Monarchs, and it'll be a throw in for Oklahoma City. And their offensive third. Quickly into Toth. Michael Thomas with a little flick up. And the Monarchs clear it out all the way to Welshman, guarded by Hedrick. And a nice battle there. And Cyprian does a nice job to have it cleared out of bounds for a throw-in.
We mustn't get to the stage yet. I mean, we're only 15 minutes into the game, 10 minutes into the game. We mustn't get into the stage where we start panicking and just whacking balls. We've got to play it, but we will start getting a little bit desperate because we're thought we should win this, and that's always difficult, isn't it? When you're 15 minutes to go and you're still 0-0, they start getting a little bit desperate, smacking balls all over the place.
Long pass down to Duke, near touchline. Can he keep it in? No, he cannot, and it is out for a throw-in.
I think we might see Michael Thomas and Dukey pushing down the line a little bit more in this half.
And I believe that's possibly why he moved Thomas back, because he can move him up if need be. And a foul and a whistle. Toth on the foul. And here it comes to the middle. Monarchs putting together several passes nicely down to the near touchline. Here it comes to Okwanu, and it's cleared out. Toth overruns it, but he's able to make up ground, and here's a 4-on-2 for the Energy. Actually, now Real Monarchs get 5 players back. Townsend to Toth. Far side it goes. Here's a chance. Sent across. Koenig on a header right at the keeper, though. Danny Koenig looking for his 20th. Got a good head on it. Could not redirect it. And sent it right at the keeper, Victor Rodriguez, who makes his 5th save of the year. And the ball runs out for another Energy throw-in. And it runs out again, another throw-in for the Energy, just in front of the Real Salt Lake Real Monarchs bench. Here is Koenig again, top of the box. A player goes down. Koenig gives chase again. Hedrick now brings it down at midfield. Splits 2 defenders. Sends it to the far touchline. Bizkoff to Townsend. And he misplayed it. Energy, and Christian Duke is knocked down. No foul called. And Duke now makes the foul in retaliation, and he should have picked up the first foul. The first foul should have been on him. And a free kick for Real Monarchs at midfield. And that was an easy foul that occurred against Duke. He was hit from behind, and that foul should have been called, but then Duke goes to commit the foul. Kyle Gregg trips up a player, and no foul is called. And a throw-in for Real Monarchs. Okwanu is to take the throw in. Danny Koenig, Kyle Gregg. And Christian Duke was looking to switch fields and didn't get it. Sebastian Dahlgaard heads it straight up and out of bounds. And another throw in. We played just over an hour here in Oklahoma City, no score. And a misplay by Okwanu. And it's a throw-in for Oklahoma City. Dahlgaard, Koenig pushed off the ball and cleared out. Michael Thomas. Mo, how much do the Energy miss Gareth Evans and Jacob Van Compernal?
I think more than they realised. I think that Gareth pings balls all over the place, and he hits a great 50, 60-yard ball, which we haven't seen tonight. All the balls that have been hit long have always been short. And I think that Campanile, I don't think Cody's done anything wrong.
No, sure.
But I think Campanile adds a little bit more to when we start attacking. And plus the fact I think we've missed Michael Thomas getting down the line, even though I always say he's going to get stuck down there. But but we do miss his attacking flair when he starts attacking down there and pulls people wide.
Here's a missed pass by the Energy and stolen by the Real Monarchs. Comes down to Oriana. Brings it across midfield. He's triple teamed. And Peter Toth nicely takes it away. Biscoff. Far side to Townsend.
Good ball.
Here is Danny Koenig into the box. Has a chance, shoots, and it's knocked off of Rodriguez, out for a corner kick.
That was an excellent ball by Didkoff there. And a bit unlucky for Danny Koenig.
Two excellent chances for Koenig here off of a header, and now that one right there. And you might think the third time's a charm for Danny. Looking for his 20th goal this season, leads the USL. He's only one goal away from tying the league record. Here's the corner up into the air, headed straight up. And a shot by Michael Thomas, and a shot by Townsend, and he just misses. But it's deflected off of a player in red, and it will be another corner kick for Oklahoma City.
Well, this is the most pressure we've put on them for. So we've got to hope that we can get a goal out of all this pressure that we're putting into them, because they've been under pressure for the last 5-6 minutes.
Here's the corner. Driven in there and headed out. Top of the box, though. Townsend sets up for a shot. Could not get a good one. Now he's looking for a cross. And he's double teamed on the far side. And it's knocked out for a throw-in. Monarchs looking to make a substitution here coming up.
They do work hard, Monarchs, as when they double team, they get 2 or 3 people around the ball, and as soon as it goes somewhere else, they got another 2 or 3 people. They're working very, very hard.
And the pass down by Cody Andrews too hard, and it will travel out for a goal kick. Eddie Tavares will come in for the Monarchs. And I believe they will make the substitution now. And let's see who he will replace for the Real Monarchs. Real Salt Lake.
8 or 18. Oh,
that's going to be Mikey Oriana, who will come out of the game. So goal kick for the Real Monarchs here in the 67th minute. Lined up and played finally by Duke.
Oh.
And Duke has it taken away, and the Monarchs have a 2-on-2. First touch for Tavares. And it's a shot, and a little soft one bounced to Evan Newton, who makes the easy play.
Juki would have been kicking himself there if he'd have.
And here's a whistle and a foul, and a yellow card is going to come out. The second one tonight. And that is going to be issued to Tyler Arnon. In the 68th minute, second card issued tonight against the Real Monarchs. Andrews passed, no one there. Toth is going to be called and whistled for a foul. And Real will take their time. Not a great free kick, but it gets down the line and past Christian Duke. Here's Tavares again, just outside the box, sends it across on the ground and cleared out by Hedrick for a throw-in for RSL.
I can see Jimmy putting in Peebo in a minute, because Duke is having a bit of a mare for a second half.
Koenig can't keep it in. Another throw-in. We may set the record for amount of throw-ins in this match, Mo. Seems like we've been playing on the sideline the whole game.
Yeah, it does. And there we go again.
And another throw in. You're right. A double team. Energy take it away. Ball stays in. And Faniel Kavita takes it over. Monarchs with a chance. An opportunity. Here's Tavares again. Sends it across on the ground and no one there, and it goes out for a goal kick. Every USL regular season and playoff game will stream live on YouTube in 2015. Features include DVR, chat, and social media interactivity. Subscribe for free to the OKC Energy YouTube channel today. We are at Taft Stadium in Oklahoma City, 70th minute, no score. We're just looking for a goal.
That's all we're looking for. I think we'll be looking till Christmas for this game.
Christian Duke brings it down and actually brought it off his hand, and no foul is called, although that was pretty clear, but instead it will be a throw-in given to Oklahoma City. Flicked on, looking for Kyle Gregg. Gregg flicks it to Koenig. Koenig sends it across. Townsend can't get a header on it. And it's headed out by Real Monarchs. Michael Thomas to take the throw. About 20 minutes to go in this match. Energy looking for 3 points in first place. Toth goes down, maintains possession though. Nice job of getting out of there and coming away with possession of the ball. Michael Thomas is tripped up in a foul. Quickly puts it in and no one there, but Oklahoma City able to win possession.
Oh, don't let's go back. Oh.
You don't like that move, huh?
Well, I just think that it gives them more time to look. They've got
set up.
Yeah, they set up again. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we could have run at them there, make them do something, but we're not doing that. We're just playing it safe. It's almost like what we have, we hold.
Biskov up to Kyle Gregg, and it's headed back to the keeper, who will run with it until Danny Koenig gives chase. Tavares, and it's taken away by Sebastian Dahlgaard. And now the Energy will take their time and play possession here, deep in their own half. Nice run that time by Gregg. He's on sides and overran it, but is able to get it back. Peter Toth looking, takes the shot, bounces off of a player, takes another shot, and a nice save by Victor Rodriguez.
Well, that's the best attack we've had so far. Yeah, did well there, Peter Toth. Didn't catch the second shot, though, did he, properly?
No. 6th save for Rodriguez. And now here's Real Monarchs with a chance. Cyprian Hedrick playing nice defense tonight. Breaks up the fast break. And Tavares here on the near side brings it down. Into the middle. Here's a dangerous play for the Real Monarchs, and it's knocked away by Hedrick again. Man of the match so far for the Energy is Cyprian Hedrick. Here is Toth. He sends it out wide. He's got Koenig in the middle. And now they got men in front. Koenig deep into the corner. Sent across. Kyle Gregg takes a shot, and he scores! Kyle Gregg scores his 7th goal of the season, his 2nd in 2 games. And he gives the Energy the lead they were looking for, 1-0, Mo, here in the 75th minute.
Well, that's destroyed my theory, but what a good goal. What a good goal. Well done, Kyle Gregg.
Michael Thomas with the assist, his 4th of the year.
Now, next 5 minutes, very important. Just keep them tight, work hard, don't let them get into their half.
Kyle Gregg had gone 11 games without a goal into last week's game in Portland, scored 1 in Portland, and gets 1 here tonight. And now you might see Peebo Due come in defensively. And that's who we're going to see. As here's a chance for the Monarchs, and it's cleared out by Oklahoma City.
Next 5 minutes is very important, very important.
Throw in for the Monarchs in their offensive third. Headed out by Cody Andrews. Mark Howard explaining, assistant coach Mark Howard, who started the year as a player and then decided to hang up his cleats and put on the coaching hat.
And has done very well, to be fair.
Yeah, players really like him.
Yeah, they do, yeah. And he has a nice nature about him. He knows the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's played at Manchester United. He's played in Denmark. So, yeah.
Here's a nice flick on. Kyle Gregg given a chance. And nice defensive play by the defense for Real Monarchs. Okwanu, his pass to Tavares, and Christian Duke intercepts it and gets called, or gets a foul, and it will be a free kick for the Energy here in the 77th minute.
You'll try and put this on the Koenig and Gregg's head, one of those two. There we go.
Can find neither.
No.
Duke, his pass taken away. Now the Monarchs pass intercepted. Bizkoff, and he'll give it over to Michael Thomas. Koenig on the run again. Okwanu. Cleared up, no one there. And now here is Koenig again. And looking for Gregg, but too hard and wide, and he was not ready for that one. That goal scored by the Energy, the 4th given up by Victor Rodriguez in 2 games that he's played so far this season. Monarchs pass out of bounds for a throw-in, and now a substitution for the Energy. It'll be Due coming into the game. And he will be replacing, who is that?
Delgard?
Yeah, Dalgard, yep. Peebo making his 14th appearance this season. Has started 8 games, started many last year, and now this year in the reserve role, but playing very well as he's defending here. Into the middle. Nicely done by Bizkoff. To Townsend and out to Thomas, and up into the middle to Bizkoff again.
They seem to be content to let us have it back there, even though they're a goal down.
Here's Duke, and that ball
Duke,
out of bounds.
Come on, son.
And it'll be a throw-in for the Real Monarchs, and there will be a substitution. Garrett Lucy to come into the game. And he is replacing Emery Welshman. So Garrett Lucy in for Welshman. And the throw-in actually goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Oklahoma City. Lucy making his 12th appearance this season for the Real Monarchs. Knocked out. And another throw-in. Make sure to follow OKC Energy FC on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And a whistle and a foul at midfield. Michael Thomas ran through the back of a player. Here is Tavares getting past Duke, sent across. And Thomas can only clear it out. Energy back home in a couple of weeks against the Austin Aztecs here at Taft Stadium on the 29th. They're off until then. 7 p.m. start. 2 home games remaining for Oklahoma City. Duke makes Tavares play it back, and Kyle Gregg right there knocks it out for a throw-in.
He covers some ground, Kyle Gregg. He comes back and defends. And
he's all over, isn't he?
Yeah, he's all over the shop. He's got so much energy. He's the energy bunny.
Energy have 2 field players left as substitutions, Daniel Gonzalez, Omar Daly. Using 6 subs tonight. Or 6 players instead of the normal 7. Ball goes out for a goal kick, and there looks like they're going to make another substitution. Daniel Gonzalez going to check in, possibly for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's been out a couple of weeks injured, isn't he?
Yeah, and due to injuries and suspensions tonight, Jimmy only has six bench players tonight. Normally you have 7. Roster numbers down a little low tonight. Dewey with a slide tackle, went off his hand. No call, and now they're going to call it. Dewey called for the handling at midfield. I believe that might have been called by the 4th official. Rightly so, though. Ball comes just outside the box, near side. Bizkoff defending. Down into the corner.
Oh, he did well there, Bizkoff.
And he takes it away and clears it out.
Did very well.
Ball is loose. Picked up by the Energy. Kyle Gregg goes down, no foul called. Here is Sunley. Comes to the middle to Lucy. Gets his first touch on the ball, and it's to Tavares, and he's offsides, and the flag is up. About 6 minutes to go, and now we're going to have a substitution for Oklahoma City. Daniel Gonzalez will check in. And he will be replacing Casey Townsend. And Townsend will take his time walking off the field. So here is Daniel Gonzalez making his 20th appearance on the season. And Evan Newton, who is second in the league in shutouts with 7, looking for his 8th and another 3 points. Here's a chance and a shot right at Rodriguez, who makes a nice play and knocks it down and makes a save.
Good save, good shot.
Gonzalez on the shot. His first touch was a shot. Cody Andrews with a nice header. Here is Dewey. Gets it away. Actually, I said Gonzalez on the shot. I believe Peter Toth was on the shot. Yeah. My apologies to Peter. A bad pass by Cody Andrews. Although Daniel Gonzalez right there to prevent a fast break. And now Peebo Dewey gets back. Baldine working the near touch. Lucy to Arnon. And now it comes near side again to Okwanu. And it's cleared out by the Energy. 87th minute. Here's a chance. Salt Lake with 4 players up, and Tavares was too far up and whistled for the offsides.
They're starting to get into a little bit of a pattern now.
And they pushed 4 guys up, so they got 4 back, 2 in the middle, and 4 up front now, trailing 1-0 with about 4 minutes left. I do like their game plan throughout the game. Keeping possession, 6 midfielders, keeping it away from the Energy. Yeah. They knew they were outmatched tonight, and I think they've done a heck of a job, Mo.
Oh, they've done a hell of a job. I mean, in all fairness, I've got to be fair. I mean, it was frustrating, but now they're lacking ideas now because once they go that goal down, and you said yourself, they've lost about 5 or 6 games 1-0.
Yes.
So that it's all right while they're 0-0, but once they go to 1-0 down, they're not really sure what they should be doing.
Here is the breakaway by Gonzalez, and it's knocked out for a throw-in. Score, stats, news, and more exclusively on USLsoccer.com. 88th minute. Energy with a 1-0 lead, and they lose it. Christian Duke, though, trying to win it back. Headed down, Hedrick.
Trying to be too clever there.
Nice defense that time by Hedrick after he lost it. Here's a long pass down to Tavares again. Trying to get around Cody Andrews, and he can't do it, and it's knocked out for a throw-in.
See where Sip got caught there. Excuse me. Where Sip got caught there, he should have just played it into the corner. He's trying to be too clever and overplayed it.
Here's Kyle Gregg.
Now, line.
Far touch line. Back to the middle. And a handball. And they're going to play it. Now, that's an easy one to call. I'm not sure I would give the advantage. They're up 1-0. They're probably going to want the foul. And here is Dewey offsides. And the ball goes back to the Monarchs here in the 90th minute. We'll find out how much stoppage time we'll have in this second half. There hasn't been a lot of stoppages for injuries. I don't think there's been one injury here in the second half, just the goal and some substitutions.
I'm surprised that the fourth official now hasn't got the board, because the 90 minutes is almost up with about 50 seconds to go. Oh, he's probably telling him now. Yeah, he signalled.
4 minutes, maybe?
I don't know, he signalled with his thumb.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I didn't know if that was 1 minute.
Here is Tavares. Christian Duke gets it back after a dangerous play.
He was lucky to get away with that.
Yes, he was. Kyle Gregg, and it's knocked out for a throw-in. Two minutes of stoppage time we will have tonight.
Jimmy's having a team meeting with Juki.
He'll take all 2 minutes right here, huh? A little bit of after the play stuff here between Boyd
and Greg.
Okwanu and Kyle Gregg. Not sure what started that, but it's quickly separated. Real Salt Lake. Last minute looking to try to tie this one up and earn a point. Energy looking for 3. And their 4th consecutive victory to take over temporarily at least first place in the Western Conference. About a minute to go. Hedrick heads it down and out. Cleared out by the Energy. And not cleared hard enough. And here comes Real Salt Lake, who has all but one player on the offensive side of midfield. To the middle. Due heads it out. And a whistle and a foul. Dangerous play is called. And that may about do it. About 30 seconds to go here in Oklahoma City.
All they got to do is get the ball right in the corner and keep it there.
Evan Newton will take his time.
Referee will just add it on, so just get it up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Evan.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get it up there, son. That's it.
Down into the other box, and that is the final whistle tonight. The Energy pull one out here on a tough night to get motivated. They win it by a final of 1-0 over the Real Monarchs. They've now won 4 straight and pick up 3 points here to temporarily, at least, overtake Colorado Springs for first place in the Western Conference.
Are Colorado playing tonight or tomorrow? Tonight.
So we will see what happens after this weekend. Mo, you said it, not a lot of energy with this Energy team tonight, but they do get the goal.
The final score for tonight's game, Oklahoma City Energy 1, Salt Lake City 0. It's a win for the Energy.
It was dull.
So the Energy improved to 10, 11, make that 11, 5 and 7.
Kyle Gregg will get the man of the match.
He is going to get the man of the match.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
I would give it to Cyprian Hedrick. I thought Hedrick played very well defensively.
Yeah, I thought Hedrick. We always think different, don't we?
Exactly.
No, I thought Hedrick done it.
It's always the goal scorer.
All right, Energy fans, now we'll join Brent Skarkey on the field with tonight's man of the match.
Oh, yeah.
We are with the man of the match, Kyle Gregg. And Kyle, you get the start tonight. You don't disappoint. Hard-fought game. Score late. It was a tough victory.
Yeah, definitely. It was a tough-fought game.
So this team is
Salt Lake's
off for a couple weeks.
we didn't play the most pretty soccer of the season, but we found a way to grind out and get the victory.
Olathe connection in full force, Thomas to Greg. Tell me about the goal.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas and I are friends on and off the field. Ball came back toward me off Michael and took a chance.
How does first place Oklahoma City Energy sound to you?
Feels great. We going into a bye week. We wanted to end with a victory. So thanks to all the fans for coming out. First place feels good.
Our man of the match, Kyle Gregg, with the goal tonight. First place for the Oklahoma City Energy. Thanks, Kyle.
Winless on the road now, 0-10-2. They fall to 2-13-7 and remain in 12th place, last place in the Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Energy now in first place with 40 points with a big 3-point victory tonight. Mo, a hard-fought win, a good win by the Energy. We will see you in a couple weeks.
Certainly will, Ned.
All right, our next game is Saturday, August 29th here at Taft Stadium, 7 o'clock against the Austin Aztecs. Hope you join us here on YouTube. For our entire crew tonight and for Mo Borum, I'm Jack Damrell. Once again, our final score from Oklahoma City, it's Energy FC 1 and the Real Monarchs 0. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks.